Mechanicsville, a southwest Atlanta borough whose name is derived from the mechanics who worked on its nearby southern railway lines. They weren't known for housing millionaires, but instead found value in being a stable community-oriented neighborhood. Formed after the Civil War in the 1870s, it was a rare, integrated, mixed-income neighborhood just south of downtown Atlanta at the I-20 and was wrapped by the Southern Railroad, whose workers were mostly black residents, many of whom were freed enslaved people. But by the early 1900s was also home to very influential professionals, including immigrants like James Joseph Haverty of Haverty's Furniture and Morris Rich, founder of the richest department store chains. Mechanicsville is even known for having Atlanta's first black physicians, like Dr. William Fletcher Penn, who was a prominent Atlanta physician and the first black person to graduate from the Yale School of Medicine, as well as Dr. Eliza Grier, who in 1898 became the first African-American woman licensed to practice medicine in Georgia. Mechanicsville evolved into a predominantly African-American hub for entrepreneurship. Lowell, Ware, co-founder and editor of the Atlanta Voice newspaper, selected Mechanicsville as its permanent home. The paper, formed in 1966 by Ware and his late colleague Ed Clayton, became a pillar of the community. Ware also partnered with community activist Rosa Birney to co-fund the SUMMECH Community Development Corporation, Inc. His daughter, Janice L. Ware, continues his legacy today, and under her executive direction, SUMMECH has been awarded millions of dollars in its mission towards Mechanicsville's revitalization. Now, those are some facts about Mechanicsville. Now it's time for me to get you into some filmmaking fiction.
Welcome to Detroit, Michigan. This is not Detroit, Michigan. This is Atlanta, Georgia. But oftentimes, as a location scout, when I get a script, I have to make you believe that we are in Detroit, Michigan. And in this case, I had to tell a story about these two young brothers from Detroit, Michigan in the 1980s. And the story was BMF, Black Mafia Family, on Starz. And where they were standing, I had to find that location. I had to think, where in Atlanta could I tell a story of Detroit, Michigan, 1980s, right on the south part of downtown Atlanta. Mechanicsville was established in the 1800s, late 1880s, right after Civil War. So I figured there might still be some evidence of old brick structures because Detroit is very old and it's brick. I also had to think, what else about Detroit could be seen in Atlanta? Of course, Atlanta is covered in railroad tracks, as is Detroit. So Mechanicsville was a wonderful connection for that scene because not only did it have railroad tracks, not only did it have old brick structures still remaining, but it was flat. And that is a big characteristic of Detroit, Michigan. One thing a scout does is we don't just scout front to back. We scout in a circle because characters move. So if you look around where I'm standing, all around me is old, it's textured, it has character. The old bricks, the dirt, the gravel, the train tracks, the tracks are rusty. Everything is overgrown, like it's not perfect and pristine. And that's not what Detroit was in 1980s. Detroit was Detroit. And I'm really, really, really loving that there are still pockets of Atlanta that still tell old stories. This was Detroit, Michigan, and we had a great time down on this section of Atlanta. It's one of the oldest sections of Atlanta, and I hope that you all believe that we were in Detroit, Michigan, but no, we were not. We were right here in Southwest Atlanta.
Thanks for virtually tagging along with me on today's episode of Yo, Did You Know? A travelogue web series that follows me, Jen Ferris, a seasoned film and TV location scout into film-friendly communities to reveal history hidden in plain sight, the artistry of architecture, and oftentimes the changemakers who made those communities special. Did you learn something new today? Well, let's keep exploring together at YoDidYouKnowSeries.com.